Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. Welcome to this detailed troubleshooting guide on DTC P04F1, which specifies an evaporative emission control EVAP system low purge flow detected for the Honda Fit models from 2015 to 2020. The EVAP system is crucial for controlling emissions from the vehicle's fuel system, preventing fuel vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. The system includes components such as the EVAP canister, purge valve, vent shut valve, and the fuel tank pressure sensor. These components work together to capture fuel vapors, store them, and then direct them back into the engine for combustion. The error code P04F1 indicates that the purge flow is lower than expected, which can lead to increased emissions and potential vehicle performance issues. This guide will walk you through the diagnostic steps required to identify and address this problem effectively. The DTC P04F1 indicates a malfunction in the evaporative emission control EVAP system that is linked to low purge flow detection. The main components impacted include the EVAP canister, which stores fuel vapors, the purge valve, responsible for controlling vapor flow, and the FTP sensor that monitors vacuum levels. These components are typically located in the engine compartment, with the canister usually placed near the fuel tank area. When the purge valve opens, it allows the stored vapors to enter the engine for combustion. If the flow is insufficient, it may cause the vehicle to fail emissions tests and may lead to engine performance issues like stalling or rough idling. Understanding the roles and locations of these components is fundamental to effectively diagnosing the issue associated with DTC P04F1. There are several possible causes for the DTC P04F1, each contributing to low purge flow in the EVAP system. One common issue could be a faulty EVAP canister purge valve, which may not open or close properly, hindering vapor flow into the engine. Another potential cause is a blockage in the purge line, which connects the purge valve to the canister. Any restriction in this line can prevent vapors from passing through. Furthermore, a damaged fuel tank pressure (FTP) sensor can impact the system's ability to monitor and respond to changes in pressure. Each component must be examined to ensure the integrity of the EVAP system, as even a minor defect can trigger this DTC and result in performance complications. The symptoms associated with DTC P04F1 can manifest in several ways, offering key insights into the functioning of the vehicle. Primarily, the check engine light (CEL) will illuminate on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a fault within the system. Additionally, drivers may notice a drop in fuel economy as the engine struggles to compensate for low vapor flow, leading to inefficient fuel usage. Another symptom could be a rough engine idle, as the irregular flow of vapors can disrupt combustion and lead to unstable engine performance. Recognizing these symptoms early can prevent further complications, emphasizing the importance of thorough inspection and prompt resolution of the DTC P04F1. The first step in troubleshooting DTC P04F1 involves verifying that the problem exists as indicated by the error code. Begin by turning the vehicle to the on mode and using the HDS Honda Diagnostic System to clear the DTC. After clearing, select the EVAP test in the inspection menu and proceed to conduct a function test. This test checks the operational condition of the EVAP system components. If the test results indicate that the system is functioning properly, this may point to an intermittent failure, implying that connections or terminals could be loose or damaged. In such cases, investigating the wiring harness connector for the FTP sensor, the EVAP canister purge valve, the EVAP canister vent shut valve, and the powertrain control module (PCM) becomes a critical follow-up action. In the second step, You will perform a visual inspection of the EVAP canister purge line. To start this process, turn the vehicle to the off mode to ensure safety while you examine the system. Focus on the purge line that runs between the throttle body and the EVAP canister for any signs of a poor connection, blockage, or physical damage. Any anomalies, such as tears, kinks, or loose fittings, can severely impact the flow and performance of the EVAP system. If the line appears to be damaged or blocked, appropriate repairs or replacements should be made to restore normal function. If the line is in good condition, you can proceed to the next step to further isolate the problem. Step 3 involves determining if the EVAP canister purge valve is functioning correctly. Begin by disconnecting the vacuum hose from the purge valve in the engine compartment. Then, connect a T-fitting along with a vacuum gauge and vacuum pump to the hose. This setup allows you to monitor the vacuum level accurately. Once the vehicle is in the on mode, select the EVAP test from the HDS and activate the EVAP purge solenoid by applying approximately 2 kilopascals, 0.6-inch gauge of vacuum to the hose. You can assess whether the vacuum is held. If vacuum is maintained, this indicates that the EVAP canister purge valve is operating correctly, and it should be replaced if it does not. This step is crucial because a malfunctioning valve is frequently the root cause of the low purge flow detected by DTC P04F1. In Step 4, the focus shifts to testing the EVAP canister purge line itself for any blockages or faults. Start by accessing the HDS and selecting the EVAP test to turn off the purge solenoid. Then, reconnect the previously disconnected vacuum hose to the EVAP canister purge valve. Next, disconnect the EVAP canister purge line from the canister, and once again attach the T-fitting along with a vacuum gauge and vacuum pump to this line. By applying the same level of vacuum, approximately 2 kilopascals, 0.6 inches of mercury, you can check if the line holds vacuum when the EVAP purge solenoid is activated. If it does hold vacuum, the issue may lie in a blockage within the purge line leading to the canister. Here, visual checks and potentially cleaning or replacing sections of the line may be necessary. The 5th troubleshooting step focuses on evaluating the performance of the FTP sensor. Begin by turning the vehicle off and removing the FTP sensor while keeping the connector attached. Next, connect a T-fitting with the vacuum pump and gauge to the sensor. You will then turn the vehicle on and simultaneously check and record the FTP sensor reading through the HDS. After noting the static reading, apply a small vacuum of around 1.3 kPa, 0.4-inch Hegi, and observe whether the sensor's values change accordingly. It is essential to ensure that the applied vacuum does not exceed the specified limits, as this could damage the sensor. If there is a noticeable change in the readings, the sensor is functioning correctly, and you can proceed to the next step. If there is no change, then replacing the FTP sensor is required to restore proper operation. In the final troubleshooting step, you will want to ensure all components are securely reconnected before running a final check on the EVAP canister purge line. Start by reconnecting the EVAP canister purge line to the canister and re-inspecting the FTP sensor to ensure it is correctly seated. Next, disconnect the vacuum hose from the EVAP canister purge valve and again utilize the T-fitting along with the vacuum gauge and pump. Activate the EVAP canister vent shut valve by selecting the EVAP CVS on in the HDS. Then gently apply a vacuum of around 2 kilopascals, 0.6 inches of mercury. Observing whether the hose holds vacuum will be critical here. If it does, the issue likely lies in a blockage at the EVAP canister purge line port, which needs inspection. If it fails to hold vacuum, Then replacing the vent shut valve is the next step to addressing the issue definitively. After completing the troubleshooting and necessary repairs for DTC P04F1, it is imperative to perform a final verification to ensure that the problem has been resolved effectively. Begin by clearing any diagnostic trouble codes, DTCs, present in the system using the HDS. A road test should follow to confirm that the vehicle operates without triggering the check engine light and that it meets emission standards. Post-road test, recheck the vehicle using the HDS to verify that no new DTCs have appeared and to ensure that no pending DTCs remain. This final verification step is essential, not just for the vehicle's compliance, but also for the owner's peace of mind regarding its operational integrity. Preventive maintenance is a key strategy to avoid future issues related to DTC P04F1 and the overall performance of the EVAP system. Regular inspections should be conducted on components such as the EVAP canister, purge valve, and associated lines to catch any potential issues early. Performing proactive replacements of components that show signs of wear or damage can mitigate expensive repairs and ensure the system operates efficiently. Monitoring vehicle emissions regularly will also help identify abnormalities as they arise, allowing for timely intervention. By committing to these preventive measures, vehicle owners can enjoy better performance, fuel economy, and lower emissions, maintaining the Honda Fit in optimal condition. In conclusion, DTC P04F1 signifies a low purge flow in the EVAP system, requiring thorough inspection and troubleshooting of all associated components. Throughout this guide, we have detailed step-by-step troubleshooting strategies, from verifying the problem to performing necessary repairs and final verifications. It's crucial to recognize any symptoms like a check engine light or poor fuel economy, as they serve as indications of potential underlying problems. By diligently applying the outlined procedures and preventive maintenance practices, vehicle owners can prevent recurrence of DTC P04F1, ensuring the Honda Fit remains compliant with emission regulations and operates efficiently. The expertise in diagnosing and addressing such issues ultimately enhances the driving experience and extends the vehicle's service life. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.